Gamajorba friends, I'm here in Akhaltsikhe and we're down in the very southwest corner of Georgia, very close to the border with Turkey. It's a part of Georgia I haven't been to before, and it feels a lot more like Turkey already. I got my little troop. It is Georgia, there'll be dogs everywhere. So yeah, it's becoming a lot drier here. I came through I went to a few places I didn't make videos of, but they're really nice areas. Bojormi, Martvili Canyon. Hey, got a few buddies. And yeah, so I'm just here for, well, a couple of nights, working out how to get across the Turkish border. And this is my little guest house right down here. Right there, that's my window. That looks right at this castle, this fort. One of the best, I guess, forts or castles in all of Georgia. It's had restoration works done in 2012, which is why it looks in pretty good condition. I can see the upper levels of the new stone walls that have been built, a few of the turrets. But this is a 9th century fort called Rabati Fortress. So, well, my dogs have left me. I guess we're looking at the fort ourselves. So, Akhaltsikhe translates as Newcastle. The Newcastle. It's not new, it's 9th century, but I guess at some point it was new. So let's go and have a little. There's not a lot going on in Akhaltsikhe. I was here last night, had a wander around. Very small little town. So in we go. All right, Rabati Castle. It's going to cost you about 20 lari to come in here. I poked my head in yesterday, which was Sunday. Was Sunday? Yesterday was Sunday, and it was pretty busy here. It's Monday, and it's dead. So if you're coming here during the weekday, and it's being Georgia, so it's not yet 10 AM, so most Georgians are asleep. So you have this whole castle fort complex to yourself. There's little restaurants and things in here. So something I guess that I noticed, picked up on as soon as I got to Akhaltsikhe and this fort, there's a lot of Turkish influence, which you can see in these beautiful little balconies, which you'll also see all around Akhaltsikhe as well. So for about 200 years it was under Turkish rule, and there's a mosque in here. So yeah, there's a barbecue in here. Gamajorba. Some beautiful lounge bar. Maybe too early on a Monday morning for that. So this was sort of, I guess there's a lot going on up in this. It wasn't just sort of a fort, it was more of a citadel. People would live up here. As you can see over here, they've got the vineyards, the grapevines growing. Of course it's Georgia, so you're gonna have wine. Hello, how are you? Interesting, all the people dressed up. I'm filming a movie. They're filming a proper movie. So there's all actors, they're all learning their lines, getting their makeup touched up, the film crew's there. So they all kind of looked at me a bit weird when I popped out of the castle wall. What the hell is Indiana Jones doing in our movie? So we got the Orthodox Church, and then right over the way here we've got a mosque, which was actually modelled on the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul or Constantinople. So look at this, religion just getting along side by side. Here's the movie shoot going on in there. I wonder if I could be an extra. Just come swinging in on my whip. They really changed the structure of their movie. Here's the cast gathered in there. Got the lighting props. Just walking through a movie set. to some of the actors down here. Don't mind me, just a dumb Australian wandering through a movie set. Jeez, I feel like I'm about to like pop out into like, I'll be in the background. I'll have to CGI me out of the movie later on. This is the upper gate entrance. We've all been instructed for silence on the set because they're filming now. So and there was one guy when I was filming over here started waving at me. I was in the background of their movie. So I want to find out what movie they're filming. See me wandering around in the background making a video of myself. This is beautiful. Here's the mosque. There's so much intriguing architecture here. Look at this for a thing. It's just a beautiful little rotunda thing for a water fountain. And that there is the actual castle on the hill that we're in the compound of. It's funny because they've again called for silence on the set and there's some idiot flying a drone. And you can see them all pointing and trying to find out who the fuck's flying the thing around. They're trying to get images of this thing here. And so they're going to have a drone in the backdrop of their period piece. This is a absolutely stunning little pavilion. It looks Persian almost. What a beautifully calm little area here. There's some beautiful tiled little water features around the place. Got a couple in here, all different shapes. Got square in there, a round one here, a big rectangle one here. It's beautiful tiles you can see on the bottom of it. Often these little areas would be kind of used more for where the women would be. Just where you can see this kind of, I'm just going on my own theory here, but just from what I've seen in previous places, that a lot of the harems or places where the women would be behind this sort of screened, the screening kind of stuff. Have their own little splish splash pools. Of course, I could be completely wrong, and this was just a party area for the frat boys. This is inside the mosque. Of course, it's a lot smaller than Hagia Sophia in Istanbul. just outside from the mosque. Got this little room. Well, it has a label saying it's the secret room. So I don't know what that's about. It's got beautiful carvings. I guess this would have been, I don't know, somewhere for the king or the queen to sit here and sip some wine or whatever. Little fireplace. Well, maybe this is where the royalty sat in here. We've got a fun little upstairs balcony for Smurfs. There's only a private room, but they'd eat their dates, apricots, and then have their own private entrance into the mosque. Again, completely making things up. I have no idea, but what I do know is it looks like they're relocating the film set to where I'm going over here. And setting things up there, so I'm about to be in another scene of the movie. Fuck. When do I get paid? Should I just send them my bank details like I do to the Nigerian princes? Bad little view from up here on I'm on another turret like that one. Clearly I'm not on that one because I'm over here. So that would be weird if I was able to do two things at once or be in two places at once. That'd be special. So this here is a madrasa, which all of you remember what they were from when I was in Uzbekistan. These are places of learning and of accommodation or board. So you'd have a couple of students, this would be their room, it'd be full of books and things, they'd sleep in here, and also this is where they'd gain education in religion and other such things. And here's the movie set, rolling on in. See, it's taken them a few times to get their lines right, and I'm guessing that they're a bit starstruck seeing a YouTuber of my caliber around the area, so they just keep seeing me wandering around like, oh, there's Jake. Can't believe he's here in our movie. It's okay, guys, just act like I'm over everyone else. I'm a normal guy as well. Yesterday it was 30 degrees and not a cloud in the sky here. It was stinking hot. Now it's freezing cold, it's starting to rain, and I've taken a wrong turn. So what else could go wrong? Let's have a look. Have I taken a wrong turn? Look at this. This is job. Make sure this garden's beautiful. Lovely hedgework. Where are we? The souvenir gate is what this one was originally called. Yesterday was fantastic. Blue skies and sunshine. Grab a beer, have a wine, have a cha-cha, and just sit in the courtyard of a 1,000-year-old castle. That sounds a-okay with me. The more you walk around this complex, the more you find little things. I mean, this isn't too grand. I'm assuming it hasn't had the expense put back into it. Maybe it was once a beautiful, well, it would have been a beautiful area, but there would have been, you can go to get hints of what it was once like in here. Now, this is all closed off now for like a nice restaurant in here, but you know, potentially in here would have been shops and traders and things like that going on. It's there would have been a bit of a bustling hive of activity up here in the citadel. And now they still have shops. Who's that good looking rooster? This looks like a secret little back entrance to the fort. This runs down, by the looks of it, to the lower fortified sections. There's places under siege. We've heard everyone with their swords and spears and axes and things running down these stairs. I'm not going to go the whole way down, so this is the whole fortified wall, carries on down to the bottom sections of it. Here's the little terraced fields. They grow their grapes, making their wine, because no Georgian castle, well, it's Georgia, you need to have wine everywhere you went. It almost seems wrong to call this thing a fort. I think that this is here, you know, the bloody battles that would have taken place, but it's just as much a fortification and a castle as it is just a beautiful botanic gardens. It's just a beautifully designed garden space. Everywhere you go, there's water features, and it's yeah, good on them. Good on you guys. Now what you can't tell in this video, you might be able to see, it's all gone really smoky here. And because it's a bit of a cooler day today and the rain sitting in the valleys all around, people are lighting their fires. So all of a sudden there's this beautiful smell of wood smoke in the air. I love it. It's really making this place quite atmospheric right now. Right, we're going to storm the castle, mainly to get out of the rain. So hopefully they don't spear me on my way up. I just want to get dry. Well, I'm guessing this would have been the original, I don't know, Knights of the Round Table around this. A bit more leather and going on now. There's the chandelier, but I don't know. Imagine the decisions that would have to be made here. This castle, this whole fortified complex, it saw a lot of action. Here's a good painting of, they look like Russians. Here's the guys with the red hats, it's a bit hard to see. And here's the fort under attack. And it saw a lot of attacks here in its time. There would have been a lot of stressful, heated meetings going on around this very table. I've got a feeling this was one of the escape tunnels. So if the fort fell, the king or whoever would have been up here and going, "Hey boss, you better get out." He would have come running down this little pallet and where am I? An escape. Whoa. God, this looks more like a dungeon. I know. You guys can't see anything, so I'm going to turn this off now, but yeah. What's this? It's like an underground mosque or cellar. It's probably a cellar for wine, let's be honest. It's Georgia. Where does this go? I think they're doing some archaeological digging work in here or something. What is this thing? I have no idea what's happening anymore. Was it a cage? We got a little... Well, sorry guys, you guys can't see what's going on, but it's crazy. What the hell is happening in here? Ah, it's got me! I'm at the very top of the... I'm king of the castle right now. So you can see all the different levels, layers. You got the madrasa, the mosque. You got the upper gate here, which would have been, I guess, more of a direct entrance for whoever the rulers were. There's a castle up here, the path that leads up. And you can see some of these other outer defensive walls. They sort of like tear down the hill and go the whole way around. And here, where have we got? The church is over here and the grapes over there. So you can kind of get a bit of an idea of the size of this complex up here. It's really large and there's a lot going on. Really beautiful gardens. They've done an excellent job of restoring and recreating it exactly how it would have been, which like there's They do get a bit of feedback that they went overboard with the restoration of it and it doesn't get the old feel. But I guess at some point a historical society has to decide whether or not they're going to let it just rot into the ground or restore it for future generations. And I think they've done a great job here, because okay, like the renovations, I think they've done a fantastic job, and now it looks new, but in 100 or 200 years time this thing it'll just stay here, whereas a lot of them just, you know, fall to waste and crumble away. So this has been here for over 1,000 years, and I think with their works it'll be easy to be here for another 1,000 years. So good on you whoever funded this. Georgian government and usually other EU members get involved in this sort of stuff. Norway, I've seen Norway gets involved in a whole heap of stuff around the world, just paying for things to be renovated. Saw it all through Pakistan and stuff like that. Okay, I think that's it for this is just a short little video. I wanted to show you Rabati Castle, which I guess not many people get to. It's in a fun part of the world on the borders of Georgia and Turkey, and it's a great little place. If you're in this neck of the woods, come on down, doggy.